Hey guys, it's me again. I know it's been a tremendously long amount of time since I posted my last video. I'm done making excuses. I'm just too busy to make videos. But tonight I do want to talk about something really important and really big. And that would be, of course, Avatar, The Legend of Korra, or The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra. I know that there are two different titles floating around there. But the opening sequence has leaked on YouTube, which is, of course, why I'm making this video. Now, a couple months ago, a trailer came out, and all of you Avatar The Last Airbender fans have already seen that, and probably seen every little video analyzing the crap out of that trailer, so I'm not really going to do that. All I'm going to say is that I love the trailer, and I love the opening that's leaked online. Now, the opening that leaked online, I have provided a link to the leak in the description down below. However, at the rate that Viacom and Paramount and Nickelodeon and everybody has been taking down stuff on YouTube, I wouldn't expect the link to work for very long, but if you click on it and nothing happens, send me a message. I'll try to find another one to replace it with, but I would go and check it as soon as possible. If you have a program that can rip videos off of YouTube, do it now before it's taken down, because they don't even play around with copyright stuff these days. It's getting a little ridiculous. But at any rate, the opening is amazing. It starts off very similar to the way that Avatar The Last Airbender started off. And of course I'm talking about the little prologue before every episode. Though there are a few changes. Obviously it's a new show. But it starts off very similar with 4 people bending the different elements. But instead of a red background, they actually have a blue background now, which I personally like. It's nostalgic, but it's also different. So you can distinguish it, and it feels a little fresh, but it also is like, oh, I remember, because every episode of Avatar The Last Airbender. And they did actually do a reverse order of the elements. In the original series, it was water, earth, fire, air, and in this one I believe they did earth, fire, air, then water last. Of course, that was because they talked air last in The Last Airbender, and water, which is Korra, so they did the reverse order. Like, the sequence is still the same, like, it's in the correct order. They just started with earth instead of starting with water. Anyways, but the whole thing is narrated by Tenzin, who is Avatar Aang's son, voiced by J.K. Simmons. And every time I think of J.K. Simmons, I think of, Spider-Man, and it didn't sound like the guy from Spider-Man, but it sounded good. I liked it. The animation looked really good. It's a little bit on the CGI side, but still beautiful nonetheless, and I really felt... It felt epic. It really did, because they're starting a story with now 60 episodes of backstory that it's built upon. So it feels really, really well-founded. Like, Avatar The Last Airbender, they gave you a little bit of exposition, but they didn't really show you that much of what happened before. And this series, for once, we know everything that happened before. So it has a very strong foundation, and I think it's going to be great. I absolutely can't wait for it. Like I said, the trailer was amazing. The opening is amazing. Oh, and that's another thing, is, see, there was a lot of discussion and debate about whether or not they were going to do a Book 4, Book of Air, for The Last Airbender. And honestly, I never liked that idea, because I felt that... the story was over. When Book 3 ended, I felt like that there was nothing else that they could do. Like, I understand they left you with questions, but, like, everyone's like, oh, they should do a book of Air about Aang reestablishing the Airbending Nation and Zuko trying to find his mom, but I didn't feel like that was a strong enough conflict to warrant another 20 episodes. I honestly didn't, and, personally, with me, overkill is bad. A good example of that would be Dragon Ball Z, and then Dragon Ball GT, which GT was just terrible, and that was just, it was too much, and they should have ended it, honestly, they should have ended it a couple of times during Dragon Ball Z. As much as I love the Majin Buu saga and things like that, you know, it was a little bit much, and so it just dragged on until eventually it was crap. And I felt like if they had tried to do that with The Last Airbender, that would have happened. However, The Legend of Korra, after the opening, the leak did show Episode 1, which is called Welcome to Republic City, but above that it says Book 1, Air. And so there you go. It's the Book of Air, right there. And I love the fact that they did that, because it's its own series, it's a new story, but then they did the Book of Air. So it's a nice, I don't know, a nice way of organizing, a nice way of setting it up. I don't know. It just made me happy. So it's little things like that that get me excited. But if you guys haven't seen the leaked opening, I would try and find it ASAP. Like I said, I provided a link down below. If the link is gone, send me a message, send me a comment on YouTube, send me a personal message, or leave something on my channel. I don't care what you do, just let me know and I will try and find a new link. But let me know what you guys think of the new opening. Let me know what you think of the trailer or the series as a whole. I couldn't be more excited. The fact that it was going to be 12 episodes and then they extended it to 26, they did the same thing with The Last Airbender when it first came out. It was originally going to be, I think, 12 or 16 episodes, and then they extended it, and then we got 60 episodes. So, you know, and The Last Airbender was extremely popular, and I mean, and it got great reviews, and, you know, Nickelodeon, they kept wanting more, so The Legend of Korra could turn out to be another 3-season epic series. You know, we have no idea what Mike and Brian are planning, so I can't wait. You know, personally, the series has been, you know, just a huge inspiration on me creatively. I don't know for any of you guys who know this. The reason I'm not making videos, reviews anymore is because I'm in film school pursuing film. And actually, my best friend Steven is going into animation. And I'll go ahead. This will be the first teaser. He and I have been working on an animated series idea for like 7 years now, because back when we were in high school, we loved Dragon Ball Z, we loved anime. I was watching Inuyasha at the time, and so we started a fan series, like a fan fiction for Dragon Ball Z, and we called it Dragon Ball The Next Generation, and we came up with all this crap, and I eventually said, you know, why waste our time doing fan fiction for stuff that's already copywritten, that's never going to get made, and why don't we just come up with something unique? So we came up with a bunch of characters, and, you know, it was a stupid plot at first, but the last couple years, we've been working really hard on the story and developing the characters and the designs and things like that. It's very based in Asian culture, and we pulled in some Greek mythology and some like medieval type flair to it, so it's definitely going to be interesting, but we're in the middle of getting ready to copyright that, and so, you know, The Last Airbender was kind of one of those, like, oh, 2 dorky white guys can, you know, make anime, so we can make anime if we want, you know, that kind of thing. So I have a very special connection with this series, and I love to see where the franchise is going. You know, anything Last Airbender related, I'm all about. I don't have any of the comics, really. I have, like, 2 of the manga books, but I absolutely can't wait for the show. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm excited to see where it progresses even after The Legend of Korra, because, you know, Mike and Brian, they seem to have a really good way of making things seem fresh and new. I wouldn't have even thought about setting a sequel series in a, you know, futuristic kind of world. Not really futuristic, but like a steampunk atmosphere. You know, that's brilliant. Just the fact that in the trailer you can see them bending in one clip, and then the next clip you've got cars at stoplights and things like that. So I think it's going to be massive. I think it's going to be groundbreaking, just like The Last Airbender was. And I think that fans are going to just demand more and, you know, that keep this thing going. So anyways, I'm rambling on. I've been talking for like 10 minutes now, so I'm going to let you guys go, but let me know what you guys think of the opening, and whenever any more Legend of Korra news comes out, I will hopefully be able to post my thoughts, things like that, and, you know, whenever the series comes out, I will definitely talk about each and every episode. So thanks for watching my video. Sorry it ran a little long, and hopefully I'll be able to have some more time to get some more videos to you guys out soon. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. I really love it, and they actually did the order different. Like the sequence is still the same, water, earth, air, fire. Shit, if I got that wrong, you guys are never gonna let me live it down. Fire, then air. Oh god. Okay, see, now I have to do this whole video over again.